Talk about that cold open, Bryce.
I hate you.
I hate you more.
Bad.
Okay. So, I am back with my Odd Eyes. You may remember them being one of the few deck profiles that isn't Bryce's on
Rockets
this channel.
are fourth best.
It's not good enough. Anyways, yeah, so this is my updated Odd Eyes deck. Fair warning, this is not a good build.
It's spice.
I have better builds. This is not my competitive build. If you guys want to see a competitive build, let Bryce know. I'll whip together the competitive build. This is my, hey look, I finally rarity maxed Odd Eyes. Look at how shiny it is. Build.
It's not even original setup. It's a mega pack.
Oh god, it is. Fuck.
Well,
Okay, anyways, so Bryce, can you grab that for me? Alright, I'm very tired. It is, what, 11 in the morning?
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for this. Anyways, main deck. Alright.
Buried my ass.
So you got those 3 Arc Pendulum. This card should need no introduction by now. This is what makes Odd Eyes work. You got your 1 Lancer, my sweet baby boy. This thing's Landwalker on crack.
Landwalker's better.
Landwalker's only better because he's at a better archetype.
Yeah.
But this is a what of. I've seen people try to play 2. They're wrong. Don't do it. Even in a for fun build, just play 1 if any.
Art does it for you.
2 normal Odd Eyes. Ultimate runner.
Both first.
Ha! They are.
Good.
I mean, he's not the best. You kind of just use him because he's Odd Eyes. He's a level 7 Odd Eyes. He's Pendulum. He can blow himself up in the scale if he needs to, which can trigger Arc Pendulum.
Search Cleaford Scout.
Can this search Clifford Scout?
Yeah, it can.
How much attack does Clifford Scout have?
I think it was like 1,000.
Huh. Neat.
I played that in there for like a minute. I realized it was too fucking slow.
2 Phantom Dragon. I've always debated playing him at 3. I think he's fine at 2. He's kind of the scale you want to end on because he can buff your dudes by 1,200 in the zone, but also you can pendulum out and burn for 2,400. Because who needs Trick Stars when you have Durgans? 1 Mirage. He's in here to be a searchable normal summon off of Skyrus. If you want, you can play Synchron. You can play some Synchros. I don't like Synchron. I don't like the Synchros in the extra deck, so I just played the 1 Mirage.
Will you play Synchron after we get Needle Fiber?
Yeah, probably, but also like fuck Needle Fiber.
Agreed.
The big thing, ooh, I know last profile I was like, man, screw those commons, but ultra rares.
Not even first. So why is this card in here? Other than it's ultra rare.
Okay, so this card's in here because it's your low scale. It's just your go-to low scale. It's got a cold negate effect for the main monster effect. I don't think I've ever resolved the pendulum effect. It's there if you get the opportunity. More power to you. But it's your searchable low scale and has a negate effect, which is good because that's kind of Odd Eye shtick.
They have like weird negations in places you don't expect.
Man, they really do. 1 Dissolver. He's your searchable fuse. You summon him, you fuse, you put him in the scale, you fuse, you recycle him, you fuse. He fuses.
You said that.
2 Janky Magician. This is where the deck profile clearly shows that this is not my competitive build. This is...
Dude, it shits on Teleknights.
Raging Dragon is just so much fun. It's so much fun to pull off to the point where I was like, you know what? It's level 7. It's got a good negate effect. I'm gonna play 2 of it. Boys and girls at home, don't play 2 of this. Unless you're playing a dedicated Raging Dragon build, like I'm trying to do. Don't play more than 1 of this. Don't play this.
Don't be a Squidward.
3 Chronograph, 1 Time Gazer. I mean, it's the engine. It helps you bring out Electromite. His effect can also be nice because you play stuff like Lancer Dragon and Dissolver, and if they get stuck in your hand, you can use his effect to special summon them out.
Speaking of which, why did this get hit in the OCD? Is there like a FTK or something on that?
Hell if I know. It's because they have Astrograph at 1.
And they also have, what's it called? Oh yeah, they do have Astro Draco 1.
Yeah.
Do they have
And
Electromagnetic
Double
3?
Iris.
Do they have Electromagnetic 3?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh.
2 Jackal King, 3 Cerberus. This is probably my least favorite engine. Not because Jackal King. Jackal King's great. His negate's good. His level's good. He works with chronograph. You can make Dorito. Man, that level just sucks. If this was a level 7 or if Revolution Dragon was out, I might have different things to say about this. But the level 8's just unfortunate in this deck. 3 Darkworm, 1 Gate 0. I don't like to play more than 1 gate. I don't like, because you only ever really need to search 1 and you can recycle it with Vortex Dragon. You can shuffle it back in, then resolve Darkworm multiple times, but it's the Darkworm engine. There's not a whole lot more to say here. It's good. So, you play it.
So do you play Destrudo?
I do not.
How come?
I don't like Destrudo in this deck because it's weird. It's not a pendulum. I mean, it's level 7, but it doesn't stay level 7. You don't play synchros.
Well, I assume that's because you're not playing the giant tornado thing, whose name I can never remember. The one that summons a bunch of tokens.
Yes, I'm not playing Galaxy Tomahawk. This is not a Link build.
Okay.
This makes what you need to, not
what's optimal. It's more like a fun build what you can.
I don't even think Galaxy Tomahawk is optimal in Odd Eyes, because you want your extra deck to be a lot of like things you can go into rather than generic links. You have big boys, you can make big exceeds.
It's not as entertaining.
I mean, I guess. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I took Dragon's Ravine out of here. So 2 Skyrus.
And a Dragon Ravine.
No Dragon Ravine, but look. Terraforming.
Next format, this should come to 3.
Dear God, no. Please, I never want this to come to 3 again, because I don't want to have to get a 3rd one. I never actually played 3 Terraforming in this deck beforehand, though. Now they cut Dragon's Ravine, I might consider playing 3 Skyrus, but every time I play 3 Skyrus, it bricks the hell out of me. But like, Skyrus is really good, and you want to see it, but you don't want to see more than one of it. So I think this is optimal.
Sometimes you want to search, sometimes you don't.
1 Odd Eyes Fusion, searchable fusion off Skyrus in case you need to go into Vortex or Gatling Ghoul or whatever. 3 Spiral Flame Strike. It's
3 Rhoda.
It's a Rhoda. Ditto, sir. 5 Rhoda.
5 Rhoda and 4 diagrams.
5 Rhoda. 1 Dragon Shrine, 1 Foolish Burial. I took Dragon's Ravine out because I found that, like, every time I discarded a card, I was losing advantage too much, and in a rogue deck like this, you really want that advantage. But yeah, so this is clearly here for the Darkworm engine. And that is the main deck. Extra deck. We got the fun. We got the Raging Dragon.
Mega Pack.
We got the Rebellion Dragon. Ultimate Rare, max rarity. Just saying, throwing that out there. Do you want me to get my OCG Ghost Rare out?
Yes.
We're not pausing the video for that.
No, we're not.
Okay, anyways, Raging Dragon is just a blowout. You summon him, you nuke your opponent's entire board, he gains attack, and then he attacks twice. This card ends games. If you summon him, you're winning. Like, this is the win condition of the deck. He is here. So he actually does serve a purpose. Beyond a target for Odd Eyes Fusion and whatnot, he's not as good because he only destroys high-level special summon monsters, but he burns 1,000 for each one. So if you go into time or whatnot and you're stuck in your main phase, you can make him and you can win via that. He's your overly complicated cowboy for game.
Yeah.
2 Absolute. This is your main rank 7 play of the deck. He helps you go into Vortex. He helps you recycle dudes from the grave. Since this is not Pendulum Magicians, his effect actually serves the point beyond just go into Zephyr Metaltron, summon Vortex, although we do that as well.
Dude, you could tech Double or Nothing with this card.
Oh man, you're right though. Dude, Utopia Double in this deck? I'm excited for Utopia Double. Keep an eye out for Utopia Double OTK.
Oh, and do
deck
expect
profile.
the Super Quantum deck list after.
Oh my god. That's for another video.
See you in 6 months!
One big eye. This is my favorite generic rank 7. It's just, it ends games. It's like, that's a nice moral sword you have there.
It's not even first.
Do you have an Astral Pack Ultimate Rare Big Eye, Bryce?
No, I have the first Ed secret.
That's not max rarity.
You don't have to. It's prettier.
No, it's not.
First.
One Dorito, he crunchy, he negates.
Before anyone says in the comments, I'm aware there's no such thing as a first Ed Ultimate Rare OTS pack.
Yeah, same, however, he did not know that there was no first Ed Ultra Persona Dragons.
Yeah, I know, I did. I'm just...
No, Bryce is just very dumb. One Meteor Burst, you never actually synchro summon into him. You go into him off of Absolute to, like, you can use your Absolute, go into Zephyr Metaltron, bring him out, summon something from your scale, go into Big Eye, into another Absolute if you want. He's really there to be summoned off of Gate 0. Sure. Speed of things to be summoned off of Gate 0. Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. I know a lot of people prefer to play Clearwing Fast Dragon, because Gate 0 summons a fusion or synchro, but you want it to be a pendulum monster, so you can link it away to Electromite. I much prefer this, because I like to be able to summon the cards in my extra deck, and I can summon him, and I have summoned him. I have summoned him to out towers. In a mirror match, I cited Super Poly, and I used their Vortex Dragon and my Starving Venom to make this. It was one of the single greatest wins I've ever had. But I mean, he copies effects. I know I didn't really go for his effect. It doesn't super matter. Effect you should know is Starving Venom. He is your out to big things. Your opponent summons Dark Planet, summon Starving Venom, take his attack points, feed over him.
Your monster doesn't float like Dark Planet.
Bryce no deck floats quite like Cosmo. 2 Vortex Dragons. It's Vortex Dragon. It's very good. He's a good boy. It's a very good card.
It's really pretty.
You play 2 of him. 1 isn't enough. 3 is too many.
Sometimes.
And they're ultimate. 1 Gatling Ghoul. This is your actual cowboy of the deck.
Don't you have like 4 cowboys in this deck now because of Phantom Dragon?
Well, Phantom Dragon doesn't really count.
It'd be searchable.
I don't know. He's here. You go into him off of Dissolver. You pop something. You burn for game. You can honestly get some pretty stupid amounts of damage with this thing. If they have a big thing that you can destroy with card effects, you can take them down upwards of like what 5,000 damage off of this thing. It's great. And then for links, Metaltron, Electromite, Wee Witch. This needs no introduction. It's Electromite. I wish he was at more than 1. This needs no introduction. You Electromite Absolute into this to get Vortex out. This is my second Electromite replacement. I like it because it has the 2 downwards arrows. In this deck, you really want arrows that point downwards so you can pendulum summon to them. And most of your monsters are dark monsters, so Wee Witch will bump them up a lot. Once it comes out, now that it's been confirmed where we're getting it, I might play the Heretic Link. I'll definitely put it in Rockets, goddamn.
Rocket deck profile.
I can do an update. If you guys want to see that, let Bryce know. I can do a Rocket update.
See you in 6 months.
Yeah, no, you'll see it in 6 months. But first, you have to see 3 profiles of Dex Own Bryce. Dex Own Bryce.
Worry. It will be more than 3 deck profiles from just me. I'm actually running out of ideas. Help.
Yeah, I mean that's the deck. That's Odd Eyes.
Okay, so you said earlier this is your non-competitive.
No, this is my non-competitive build.
So what's the difference between this and the competitive version? And also, why no Call by the Grave?
Well, no Call by the Grave because this is the non-competitive version.
Oh, okay.
This is me putting in fun pendulum cheeky things. If you were to play competitive, there are some very obvious changes. First of all, this thing, no. This thing,
Look, you might know.
This thing, yeah, probably not. Everything else is fine. Did he throw his Zephyr Metaltron out? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. He stays, he's good. No, I'd keep Wee Witch in. I like Wee Witch.
And then you'd probably put
oh yeah, that, nuh-uh.
Like generic Link stuff,
Yeah.
I assume, like
Phoenix. Probably just 1 Absolute. As far as main decks go, you would cut, everything's backwards, my god.
Like,
You'd cut this engine down. I'd arguably just say like 2 Master Cerberus, 1 Jackal, because it is the worst of the engines. You cut the Janky Magicians. You could realistically cut Persona to 2. You could cut him to 1. And then you would put in stuff like Call by the Graves, Hand Traps, etc.
All right, cool beans. Thanks, Connor. Expect minimal content because I've actually just about to sell Thunder Dragons because that thing is so fucking boring.
Bryce, you didn't play Time Lords. Shut up.
I did play Time Lords. I did at the OTS.
Guys, don't play Time Lords.
Don't.
They're so boring.
I agree. Like they have an OTK where if you open like one of the Time Maiden and a Foolish Burial or something, you can OTK them with a battle phase, but they're so
Just
boring.
don't do it.
They out the extra link.
They out the extra link, which is really funny when you're at a tournament and you go up against a Goki and you summon Medaillon Pass.
So if you want to see the Time Lord Kaiju deck,
That deck's long gone.
yeah, I agree. Oh, we do still need to get Guardians though, and Super Quants.
What? No, I might do a Super Quant profile closer to Dark Neostorm.
We'd probably do it like after Savage Strike.
I woke up today to Super Quants having new cards revealed, I'm gonna level with you, viewers. I'm not a very happy person, but that brought some true joy to me.
Yeah.
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 So about that cold close price.